Alright, everyone, Wanderbot here, and welcome to Dwerve. Dwerve is it's like one part tower defense, one part dungeon crawler. I've been following the developers for this for ages, and it looks super cute, and I'm so glad I get to play this. Oh no! No! Ah! No! Maybe I can click on this. Maybe it's just not taking the controller. Oh, there we go. Oh, yeah, I wasn't taking the controller input. In the massive hollow mountain of Mount Crowcrest, there once lived a great nation of dwarves. The dwarves discovered power stones while mining deep in the mountain. They used them to power machines and eventually entire cities. They lived in peace and prosperity for centuries. Over time, they became infatuated with power stones and dug deeper to find more. One day they dug too deep and unleashed the gloom-dark hordes, an army of trolls and monstrous creatures. Once the dwarves realized the trolls turned to stone in the sunlight, they fled far from the mountain and found refuge on the sunny hills of Brekka. Centuries passed, and over time the dwarves forgot their traditions and abandoned craftsmanship and innovation. In favor of warring and raiding, history became myth, and myth became bedtime stories. But whispers of a long-forgotten darkness echo throughout the valley of the great mountain. It can be heard in the snoring forest by those who dare to enter. Woo! That voice is actually really hard to do. And I'm not very good at it, I'm sure. Alright, I am a lot slower than I thought I was going to be, but I am a dwarf, so I guess it shouldn't surprise me too much. Oh shit, that's a lot of wolves. Oh shit, that's a lot of bees. Uh-oh. Well, I'm freaking dead immediately. That went poorly. Dwarves, you're awake. Thank goodness you're alright. Told you never to go into the snoring forest. Your mother went in there and never came back. Had I not found you when I did, you would have died. Forgive my anger, son. I don't know what I'd do if anything ever happened to you. Well, better get back to Brekka Village. Don't go into the forest. Chief Tane and the other warriors went raiding this morning, but I've been assigned to guard duty again. I'll be home for dinner. See you tonight, son. Bye, father. I'm going back into that forest. You can't stop me. I like this art style. It's actually super similar, kind of to one of the art styles that I actually use as an example, when making D&D assets. Did you go looking for your mother again? Aha! Of course you did. You're just like her. I suspect this won't be the last time you sneak into the snoring forest. Come, let me at least teach you how to defend yourself. Meet me in the field. The first technique is to cover yourself in leaves, so you look unappetizing. You see, all the monsters in the forest are carnivores. They won't dare eat a salad. Ha! Us dwarves are very strong, but we're also incredibly slow. This makes us weak against multiple foes. That's why the warriors of the old days became warsmiths. Warsmiths were warrior engineers that used turrets and traps to take on multiple foes at once. A single warsmith could beat 12 warriors. Some even say 100. And believe it or not, your great-grandparents, my mother and father, were warsmiths during the Great Exodus. The creatures of the snoring forest will surely outnumber you. If you're to survive out there, you must become a warsmith. So I will teach you as my parents taught me. Let's see if you can handle a turret. Get the spin blade turret for the chest, and then come back. Go that chest over there, child. Spin blade turret is a melee turret that constantly damages all enemies around it with spinning blades. Oh, that's how I do it. Alright, cool. Turrets require power stones to function. The spin blade turret needs 2 power stones. Luckily for you, I kept the other ones my father passed down to me. I had 2 power stones lying around somewhere, but I can't seem to find them. Wonder where they went. Anyways, go get the 2 power stones from the other chest and use them to build a spin blade turret next to the training dummy. I should probably actually pick them up. Well, that didn't work. Spin blade turret can't reach the training dummy from there. Press right trigger to recall your turret so you can build it closer to the training dummy. Hey. Bam. There we go. Good job! However, you now have 0 power stones remaining. Without power stones, you can't build turrets. Don't worry, you get power stones back when a turret gets destroyed. Or when you recall it. Recall the spin blade turret by pressing right trigger. Destroy the remaining training dummies. I don't actually know if I get an attack. Maybe we do at a later date. We probably do. Yep. Nope. There we go. Nice work! Next, let's talk about artifacts. Artifacts are legendary warsmith items that give you special active and passive abilities. Here, take my father's bouncing boomerang. It gives you a ranged auto attack to support your turrets from a safe distance. You just need to stand still in order to throw it. And last but not least, take my mother's griffin boots so you can dash by pressing left trigger. The other artifacts remain lost in Mount Crowcrest. And don't mind the smell. She liked to step in mushrooms. Now, let's see how you do against real opponents. Me! Follow the path to the brewery and take care of those pesky bee fairies that have been drinking all my precious honeydew ale! Okay, griffin boots. Yep. Well, I'm just gonna aggro on the farm. Question 1. Bam. Aha! Well, seeing as I get currency for beating all of the grass, I guess it's time to destroy Father's precious wheat field. Not that there's too much left. Grandpa then proceeds to beat the snot out of Dwerve. As you do. Filial piety has no place in dwarven culture. It's all about fear. Not even respect, it's just fear. Okay. Defeat all bee fairies at the brewery. Is that... I guess it's gotta be over this direction. Well, let's see if I can break anything else. I'm just gonna break everything because I can. Lift top. Oof. That's a long cooldown on that. Nope, nothing. I'm definitely digging the concept of this. Using traps in a dungeon crawler is kind of cool. Bam. I'm looking forward to what other, like, loot and gear we can get. What's up, bees? Oh, shoot. Okay. Ow. There we go. It's gonna take me a little bit to get used to the placement. Should be okay, though. Brekka Village! I don't know what kind of voice Dwarve would have, but that's okay. Currency. Hiding over there. There we go. Aha! Ain't got nothing on me, bees. I'm actually not sure if the... Yeah, so it doesn't look like hitting the beehive does anything. It looks like it might purely be a durability thing and nothing more. Yeah, it is a durability thing and nothing more. There we go. Soundtrack might be a little... Soundtrack might be a little bit... I'm not going to say basic. Come at me, bees. You have nothing. But yeah, soundtrack might be a little too atmospheric. Okay, which side do I have to fear? That side. I wonder if I can actually just walk to the other side of my trap freely. Nope. Luckily, the durability does not carry over, so I don't have to worry too much. But yeah, it's super unique. I don't know what it is about this year, but the amount of, like, really special, like, indie games that are not like any other indie game I've ever played.
Dwerve boy, I am glad to see you. The bee fairies swarmed the place I've been hiding. Swarmed the place, so I've been hiding in here. So, it's been finally taught you how to build turrets, huh? Well, you did a pretty good job against those bee fairies. Alright. I think I've had a bit too much of this honeydew ale. Do me a favor and don't tell Esben. Thanks, bud. Let's take care of the bee fairies swarming out back. Make some room in your bag for me. No, it's nice and cozy in your bag. Thanks for the lift.
Cute, whatever the hell thing gets that voice. Grandpa's Power Stones. Ari, did you take them again?
Whoa, how did those get here? Well, at least you have 4 Power Stones now. Since turrets require 2 Power Stones, you can build 2 spin blade turrets.
Gotta break every pot. That's the rules. That's gonna be hell on my voice, though. I'm gonna need to get me a drink after this or something. Because otherwise, I'm gonna have problems. Alright. What's up? Bees. Alright. New strat. I will now exist in a state of perpetual spin blade limbo. I live here now. Ow. Okay. Was not worth it. No, that ain't worth it. Whoa. Well, this'll have to do, I guess. I guess it will absorb funds. Ow. They're really pokey. I did not choose the best choke points here. Luckily, the bee fairies are kind of stupid, so they just will hit everything, so it doesn't matter too much. There we go. I was assuming I get a healing potion. And funding. But yeah, hopefully they beef up the soundtrack a little bit. This needs to have, like, a more boppin' soundtrack. Hey, the village is on fire. And there's Grandpa.
Dwerve, look. The village is under attack. Wait, isn't Eric down there? Eric will be fine, right? He's the best warrior. I know. Oh, what am I saying? We have to go down there and make sure he's alright.
Ah, there you are, grandson. I was on my way to check up on you when I saw the smoke. Come, we must hurry inside. I can't. I have to find Dad. Dwerve, are you really going down there? I already lost Mom. I can't lose Dad, too. You have your mother's courage, Dwerve. She would be so proud of you. Here, take this crossbow turret. Crossbow turret's a ranged turret that shoots high-speed bolts. It has low health, so it's best to place it behind the spin blade turret. When you have more than one turret built, you have to pay attention to which turret you recall. You will always recall the closest turret in the direction you're facing, or the closest one you're not facing. Oh, if you're not facing any turret. You can press and hold right trigger to display an indicator above the turret that will get recalled when you release the button. Now go find your father, and be careful. And go kill a shit ton of things, because that's... I mean, I armed you. That's the goal here. Go forth, my blood-stained grandson. Make Grandpappy proud. Now this is officially bullying. Fortunately, I have to go pick up the crystals. I kind of wish the crystals were just a capacity as opposed to something I had to pick up every time. Oh. Okay, so sadly, I have to manually absorb currency. I'm not actually sure if we're going to have much of a use for money. Let's see, can your boomerang pick up the crystals? Don't think so. No, we just have a slight magnetism that sucks it in. There's a treasure chest back there. Mine. I'm gonna have to get it after the fact. This place looks surprisingly unburnt. Okay, there's a little bit more fire. Wow. That's... I liked the character portraits, but I didn't really feel compelled to talk about them. But, like, there's a lot to unpack with these two. Damn! Ooh, what a splendid surprise. Looks like my little experiment worked. Carve them up. You make sure our troll archers only fired the elf area arrows, correct?
Yes, Queen. And our troll archers wore hoods to hide their faces like you said to. They won't suspect us.
Very good. The dim-witted dwarves won't hesitate to blame the elf fairies and wage war upon them. Unleash the warg boars and have them feast on the corpses of our fallen. Leave no trace of troll behind.
Yes, Queen. Well, that was close. For a second I thought they saw us. Dwerve, I think those were trolls. But if they were, why the heck haven't they turned to stone? I don't like this one bit. Those warg boars look fast. They get too close, you can press the left trigger to dash away from them.
Warg boars, you say? Bam. Whoops. Okay. There we go. Uh-oh. Well, that didn't work. Okay, so I do need the... I do need the crossbow turret. Otherwise the bees just wreck me. I think the crossbow turret does more damage, too. I was kind of hoping to rely on the 2 AoEs, but we're good. Yep. Hopefully we get the ability to manually upgrade our turrets as we go along. Sup, dearest father?
Dwerve, what are you doing here? Are you alright? You should have stayed on the cliff with Grandpa. It's not safe here. Those warg boars. Did you do that? Looks like Espen finally taught you how to use those turrets. Son, I'm going to make sure all of those trolls, I'm going to make sure all the trolls are gone. Find and defeat the remaining warg boar dens. Here, take this tar trap, so you can slow down the warg boars. Traps only require 1 power stone. Here, take mine. I'll be alright with my axe. Be careful, son.
Tar trap. Slows down all enemies that walk over it. Well, it's certainly effective. Now if we can set the tar trap on fire as well. Like, I'm actually... This is almost like Orcs Must Die the RPG. And I'm getting into it. I'm liking it. It's a little slow. But that's kind of what happens when you're trying to inject plot into a tower defense game. Well, can't go this way, so I guess we're going the other way. We should probably check out that chest. See if we can get some more power stones. Oh, I wonder how many power stones I get later. Vandalism. Well, this is kind of working. Yeah, more or less works well enough. Alright, so we get a key for some reason. Or, oh, that's what it is. And we got some armor. Oh. So that possibly only temporarily increases my HP. I was really hoping it would actually give me another power stone, but... yeah, well. Alright, is this open? Cool. Was that...
Chieftain's horn. You and the warriors are back from raiding. Let's head back after you kill the last of these warg boys.
Okay. Kind of works. It was a little rougher than I'd like it to be. Probably should have just found a spot to retreat to and just used my spinning blades. They really are kind of just the go-to. I like the other stuff, but still. Sure, no Flatulence Horn as well. I wasn't gonna say it, but I was certainly kind of thinking it. Alright, HP's good. Yeah, so the armor is a temporary boost. Dang. I would love to see like a substantive equipment system. Really what I want is customization.
Dwerve, there you are. I've been looking for you. Come quickly. Your father, he's in trouble. Follow me.
Grandpa, I'm like a billion times faster than you. Oh.
How dare you lie to me? You expect me to believe that trolls did this? Trolls aren't even real. Even if they were, why didn't they turn to stone? Where are their corpses? Chieftain, you must believe me. Did you think no one noticed when you abandoned your post to go to the Snoring Forest to plot with your elf fairy friends? Elf fairy arrows laid scattered across our village. How dare you protect them? This is treason. Take him away.
Well, at least Dad's not dead. It's just the stupid dwarves are stupid.
Send for warriors from the other villages. We must prepare to take revenge upon the elf fairies.
Well, time to go solo murder a bunch of trolls. Oh, there's Grandpa.
Oh no, what are we going to do? I'd say try and talk to Chieftain, but we all know he's a stubborn dwarf. Dwerve, Now's no time to explore the village. Go talk to Chief Tane.
Eric says he went into the Snoring Forest to find you. Yeah, right. You don't have the guts to enter that cursed forest. I bet you saw the trolls with your own eyes, too, eh? I'll tell you what, I'm a reasonable dwarf. Bring me proof the trolls exist, and I'll release your father. I think the head of a troll will do. Good luck getting that. You have until the next moon to bring me the head of a troll, or else your father's head is mine. Cripes, that guy sucks. Dwerve, you must stop Chief Tane's madness for the sake of both your father and the elf fairies. The trolls must still live in Mount Crowcrest. After all these years, they've finally found a way to withstand sunlight. Travel north to the Snoring Forest and find the gates of Crowcrest, the way into the mountain. Before you go, take this spike trap. It damages enemies that walk over it. It works well when placed next to a spin blade turret. Your father keeps a second power stone in a chest by the watchtowers. He hides the key near the docks. Find the key and get the power stone from the chest. You take care of yourself, grandson. Spike trap. Alright, docks are over here. Key is not in there. That is currency. Oh, there it is. And yes, Chieftain, Chief Tane. You know what? It works. It's dumb, but it works. Oh, is that the merchant?
Dwarf, who's that? He must be a troll spy. Let's hunt it down and get his head. We need that proof. Follow him.
But first, we must engage in turbo-capitalism and starve the village because they suck. I guess this would be a good opportunity for me to guzzle some cash. Doing all these, like, pseudo-dwarf voices is actually really hard on me. Look, I don't know about you guys, but when I first got access to Ocarina of Time, I spent, like, hours just running around cutting bushes and maxing out my wallet, and then buying everything available until, you know, I ran out of inventory space, and that was good enough for me. It's one of those things that, like, it's a compulsion? I guess we should probably go check the shop first and make sure this is worth it. Apparently dashing actually just wrecks the bushes. Well, alright, whatever. I mean, it's fine. This is literally a demo, so... Oh. Whoa! Ow! Ow. I'm noticing some serious problems putting things down in this game. Like, I'm really trying to get them next to each other. I think this game needs a box that shows you exactly where your character's gonna place it.
Because it's grid-based. But you can't see the grid. Okay, that freaking hurt. This is tough. Where'd that merchant go? I need his stuff. Ow. Oh, boy. What's up, nerds? Oh. Okay. Well, I mean, this is working better. I'm just gonna assume that that last place broke hard and just count. Yeah, we're good. I guess the level trigger didn't, like, work right. I don't really know. I do wish the traps did not have a... Uh-oh. That's... Man, everything is technical difficulties right now. As soon as I finished that level, my controller ran out of juice. Ugh. And this one does not. Well, you know what? We've been going for 30 minutes. Actually, no. I have a controller here. It's got batteries. They've been recharged. I'm good. It's like I want to see what the merchant has before we go. And so I'm going to stick to that no matter what. All right. Come on. There we go. All right. Grab my stuff back. Everything is good. I should probably go double check that other area. Because it seemed like there was another path. At the very least, that's that. Okay, we don't know what's up that other direction. B? No? Well, it's busted. Hopefully we don't have to go that way, but if it is, it is. You're still walking and went through the spawner. Yeah, I took some damage for it too, but it's fine. Okay. Probably should have had one more trap. There we go. I think I might be better off with the shooty trap. But this'll have to do. Whoa! You know what? Oh, it's on a timer. I get it. You know what? Grand scheme of things, that worked out. That was officially too many bees. I thought this wasn't going to be as hoardy, but it is.
Wait a second. That's no troll. That's a dwarf. I'm a dwarf indeed, though I haven't been to these parts in many moons. I confess I did lure you out here for a reason. Loot your corpse. I'm a traveling merchant, you see. I sell items and upgrades. Well, I did until the noblings stole my tools. I need my tools to perform upgrades. Let's make a deal. Down the path here is Fort Stonewall. Dwarves abandoned the fort centuries ago, so of course the Noblings moved in and made a mess of the place. Tracked the Noblings that stole my tools to the fort, but it's heavily guarded. Retrieve my tools, I can upgrade your turrets. You'll need upgraded turrets if you plan on taking on a troll. What do you say?
Sure, I'll get your tools back.
All right, we got ourselves a deal. Good luck.
So I can't even buy anything. Dang. Whoops. Ow. There we go. I guess we really only need the spike trap for that. Probably. What if you can actually just lose everything? Hey, that's our treasure, you stinking dwarf! Okay, I got one more. Just gonna hide out here. Oh. That's mean. If I hang out right here, they can't hit me. Aha! Alright, there we go. That hurt. A lot of these freaking hurt. Now, is this the fort? Or no, we keep going. Okay. I'm really curious how long this demo is. Okay, can't cross that. I'm definitely digging the exploration, the interactions, and so on and so forth. Well, it's not busted. Look at the other switch. Oops. Busted that. Nope. Well, I don't pretend to understand. Can I get through this? No, I can't. Oh, there we go. Oh, I got it. I have to get the other gates open. If I do this? No, that doesn't work. Because we have to have multiple of these open simultaneously. There we go. Now, what about the first button? That is a good point. Alright, so I get some armor. And I don't get... I keep hoping I'm going to get more power crystals from these things. Just for the sake of it. Nope. Alright. Stupid. Dang it. Freaking button. I just want to get out of here. There we go. That's the solution. Let's see, watch the demo actually be the full game. That would be hilarious. We should find a stopping point, though. Because this is the indie game lightning round as opposed to the indie game play everything round. There we go. Not great with these switch puzzles, but it's working... Okay, the end's soon enough. That's good. I was hoping I could see some upgrades before we're done. Okay. A little aggressive. No, they're not even really hitting the spike trap. So I guess it's working. Good combo. The only problem is my traps have a limited lifetime. That actually makes this a lot harder. Uh-oh. Well, this went poorly. I think I'm just dead there. Okay. Okay. So this way I can rebuild my spike traps as needed. The only problem is... Okay. Kind of messy. I'm just gonna put these down. Alright. There's still a couple of those guys. I was not expecting multiple groups to just come rolling at me. We need those upgrades. That was close. That was closer than I wanted it to be. Is it... It is B time. Okay. Freaking ouch. There we go. Okay, so I don't have to be too close to that. New quest. Stop dying. Understandable. Alright, Fort Stonewall.
Whoa, look at all these noblings.
Damn. Alright, well, I hate to tease, but I think this is actually a really good stopping point. Oh, well, yeah, here we go. Thanks for playing. Look forward to hearing your thoughts and improving the game based on your feedback. There we go. I guess there's our answer. I was like, I was a little concerned because I was like, I don't want this episode to go an hour long just because that makes the whole lightning round. It defeats the purpose of the lightning round. But apparently, yeah, the game agrees. Good stopping point. What perfect timing exactly. So this is freaking fun. It's a lot harder than I thought it was going to be, but I think once we start getting our upgrades and exploring the dungeon proper, it'll be a little bit better. I think also it's probably a little bit less dynamic, a little bit less deep, because this is a demo. Specifically, I guess, a Kickstarter demo. I actually didn't know they were going the Kickstarter route with Dwerve. I was assuming that they'd actually be going... they would be going for, like, a Steam Early Access, but I guess I was wrong. One way or another, I guess if you want to get access, you can sign up and back early to get bonus rewards, which is always a little concerning. This will probably actually be one of the games that I do kickstart. If only because that was fun. It was hard, but that was fun. I don't get to play a whole lot of good tower defense games. They're usually kind of cheap and uninteresting. And this one actually does a very good job of keeping it interesting. And so I'm looking forward to playing the full version in a couple years, probably. But that is what it is. So, for now, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you next time.